but I'd rather him than the other guy. And see, last night, he was talking to Jim and said that he was bid, he was gonna bid on the house, and he could go up to, he said, 129,000. Now, I don't know. Well, he told, I think, alone, yeah, you only need $5,000 down today. And then you go for, yeah, 30 days. But, he told Jim he was buying it for himself, so I don't know if that's true. Because the one guy that was with him is nephew of Carol down the street, and he was there with Carol, and he said, oh, they buy property and rent it out all the time. And I'm thinking, well, that's not good, renting it out. Because then you're going to get people that can't, that destroy property when they rent. You know how renters are. So I don't know. There's nothing you can do. Melissa said, we'll just plant trees the whole length of that and border them off. I said, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. But the guy that bought it, the cop, I don't like him at all. When I was at Sarah Todd, I mean, I don't know him personally, but what I know of him, and he worked at Mount Holly in Newville. Well, he got canned at Newville, and then he was at Mount Holly. And when I worked at Sarah Todd, he was living with an LPN that worked there. And the LPN kept coming in with black eyes and all, and I heard that he was beating her up. And I called her in the office, and I said, what's going on with all these black eyes? And she said, Troy's beating me up. And I said, well, where do you live at? You live in Newville, don't you? Yeah. Well, didn't you go to the chief of police since he works for Newville? And he said, yeah, and all he said was, you kids have to learn to get along. And apparently the fights used to go out to the street and everything when they rented in Newville. And I ended up getting the Attorney General's office involved, and then she sat there in front of the detective from the Attorney General office and said everything that he was doing to her as a cop. And then when she tried to do something about it, she ended up saying it didn't happen. She lied. And she said that we were making up the story, her and me. And she ended up, the detective ended up losing her job over it. And then about a year later, she called me and she was getting a protection from abuse order from him and wanted me at the hearing. And I said, well, you didn't do anything the last time when I tried to help you. And she said, yeah, she was going to do it, Mom. So then she had a hearing up at Cumberland County Courthouse. The room was packed, I tell you, packed with people from her side and from his side that had testified.